Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Juliann, and today I have a very exciting video, or at least it's exciting for me. So as you can see by the title, I just paid off all of my student loans in the end of February, and that was 9 months after I graduated. I graduated last May, and I paid off approximately $26,000 worth of student loans in that time. So I did, since I'm a math geek, I did a bunch of calculations and I have them here, and I just wanted to talk about some tips that I used and things that I did to get that paid off so soon. Before I start, I do want to say that everyone's financial status is different. Everyone has a different job and different living situations, live in different states, and so my situation is unique, and I know that what worked for me won't work for everyone. My husband and I both had a lot of help from our families, so with scholarships in our families, I only had $26,000, but I know people that have way more than that, and I know that that would be hard and it would definitely take a lot longer. There are so many different routes you can take to pay off your student loans. You do have time to pay them. This is just the route I took. So to set it up, I attended a private engineering school. My college was on a quarter system, so the payments were due at weird times because we would start a quarter in the beginning, either end of August or beginning of September. The next quarter would start the week after Thanksgiving, and then the third quarter would start usually the beginning of March and go through the end of May. So I didn't graduate till pretty much the last week of May. I think it was the last Saturday of May. So a little bit of a different school situation as well. But here's what I did. So I just did a few calculations. I want to break down how much I paid per year. So in 2017, I made 5 payments that amounted to $2,000. In 2018, I made 4 payments that amounted to approximately $6,300. And in 2019, I made 8 payments. So this was partially 2019. I graduated in May, so I worked part-time in June, July, August, got married at the end of August, and started full-time in September. So I paid 8 payments, and it was close to $9,000. And then 2020, so just January and February, I made 5 final payments that amounted to close to $8,600. So my total was close to $26,000, estimating. And you're like, okay, well, yeah, you said you paid it off in 2020, 9 months after graduation, but you paid some in 2017, 2018, and 2019. And yeah, I did. I was fortunate enough that I had saved up a lot of money from growing up, whether that was Christmases, a lot of livestock. Basically, anytime I was given money for a holiday, that went straight to my savings. I think my parents got kind of annoyed with me because I would come home from Christmas with like a $50 bill, and I'd be like, can you go put this in my bank account? And my strategy for my loans, so I had 2 types of loans, very common, unsubsidized and subsidized. As soon as I got an email saying there was a payment for my classes coming up, I would go on there and I would pay off those loans, because the unsubsidized loans start making interest immediately. And some of my loans were 4.5%, 5.5%. I could have started paying those earlier, so I started college in 2015 and graduated in 2019. I could have paid off some of them earlier, but I didn't really know what I was doing at first, and I didn't understand that those were accruing interest, so hopefully, you're welcome. hopefully you guys can see that interest will accrue on the unsubsidized loans, and you should pay them off when you can. So my next strategy after paying off the unsubsidized was to look at the subsidized loans and figure out which one had the highest percentage of interest. Like I said, I had some at 4.5%, 5.5%, and I had a couple that were 3.5%. And my husband, who went to the same college I did, his highest was my lowest. It's when we were overlapping. So my loans were paid off first. I will say, at least the loans that I have, the grace period that you have to start payments is 6 months after graduation. So it's not like, oh, boom, you graduated May 25th and May 26th, you got to start paying on your student loans. No, you get a 6-month grace period where it doesn't accrue interest, which is very nice, something that I very much appreciated. And then I did exactly what I said, and I went for the highest interest first, and I worked my way down. I am really weird about my money. I'm really weird about my finances. So I told myself, okay, there's a set amount that I want in my bank account at all times. And it's kind of stupid, but that's what I wanted. So I said, all right, even when I get my paycheck, like, I'm going to put a certain amount on my loans as long as I have this much money in my account. And that is what I stuck to. So by doing that and then adding any extra income I had, I was able to pay the $26,000 off 9 months after graduation. Some of the tips that I jotted down that I just wanted to say that I did are things that you could do. So first of all, I made it a priority. No matter what your student loan amount is, no matter what you come from, no matter what school you go to, no matter what your job is, if you make it a priority, it can happen faster than you think. Also, changing your habits is something very big, and this kind of goes with making it a priority. So I just limited myself. I said, okay, you're only gonna buy things that you need. The other thing I was gonna say is, if you do the strategy of the highest interest first, or whether you choose to do the highest balance or the lowest balance, whatever you choose to do, I would say, if you can, I know not everybody can, if you can, make more than your minimum payment. So you have 10 years to pay off your loans, but that means a lot of interest. It was crazy to me. Some of my loans were, let's say my loan was $3,500. It was like, oh, in 2029, you'll only have paid $5,000. I'm like, for me, that was just like a panic. It's part of my anxiety where it was like, oh my gosh, like I have to pay these off now. A couple of things that I actually saw online that were reoccurring was to halt your credit card spending or delete your credit card information off online stores. And I didn't have to do that because I'm pretty in control when it comes to my finances, but I could definitely see where that could be helpful, especially because you can swipe your card and be like, okay, well, it's not due until next month, or maybe you want to make the minimum payment, whatever that is. But if you limit that and you focus on your loans, it will get done faster. Also, rewarding yourself when you hit milestones. So for me, I was very proud of myself and very excited that I was able to get those unsubsidized loans paid off. I kind of rewarded myself by just saying, chill out, you've paid off the unsubsidized, you can have a minute during your grace period. So that's what I did. I think that's pretty much, those are the big things I did. I know that there's so many financial classes out there. There's so many YouTube videos on finances with people that are way more into it than I am. They know way more. Maybe they went to school for that. Great. I don't know that much. I just kind of was self-taught. I know Dave Ramsey has a lot of great things. I know a couple of people from the college I went to that went through his program and were able to get their loans paid off really fast, and that's great. His system wasn't really anything that I needed because I was very in control, but I did watch, well, my husband and I both watched a little bit of his program before we got married, and it was interesting, and it was a lot of it was like, oh, what, we already do that. I limited my spending. I said, no, you can't go out on a Saturday and spend this much money on makeup or clothes. We didn't travel, those kind of things. It was like, we have a budget, and I had a budget for the wedding, and I had a budget for my loans. If you guys have questions about how I did it or anything specific, let me know in the comment section. Let me know if you guys have any other tips, if you guys know something you've done, if there's a program, a book, another YouTuber that's really good. If you guys like this video and want to see more like it, hit the thumbs up button and make sure you hit the subscribe button for more videos. I know this was a little bit off topic of my normal everyday anxiety and mental health and beauty, but still very important, something that I am really excited that I accomplished. I am going to hopefully be uploading once a week again regularly. I'm sorry, I was off a little bit. My husband and I took a little mini vacation and we were really busy the month of February. And unfortunately, because we're both engineers full-time, it can be hard to film and edit and get everything up, but I'm hoping to get back on that schedule. If you guys have any specific videos you want me to do, also put that in the comment section. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and make sure to subscribe to get all of the latest notifications. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I can't wait to see you next time.